Maria Pia.
Everything okay?
Yes, very, very well. Thank you. And you?
Good.
And you?
Fine, thanks. I'm up in the mountains at my mother's house.
Oh,
and it's a wonderful sunny day, but very cold.
There is still the snow in the on the mountain? No.
No, it's gone. But yesterday it snowed a little bit, but only a couple of centimeters.
Okay.
Just a little bit. But it snowed yesterday morning. But it's all gone now. It's all gone now.
From my window, I see the mountain, the of Verona, and there is still the snow.
The snow, yes. Well, if you look at the mountains, I don't know if you can see them.
Yes.
They are covered in snow. They're covered in snow, but not here in Calalzo. Here in Calalzo, there's no snow anymore. Okay, so what would you like to do today? I have prepared some phrasal verbs and some idioms, proverbs for you. If you want to, or if you want to talk about the royal family or whatever you want to, it's up to you. You tell me what you want to do.
No problem. Phrasal verbs can be okay.
Phrasal verbs?
Idioms too.
Yes.
And
phrasal verbs.
too. Okay. Yes, phrasal verbs, of course, are hundreds. And I think it's completely useless to take a list and pretend to simply learn it by heart. It doesn't work. So I think we should learn it in context, see the phrase, the sentence, see how they're used, and learn them that way. So I have prepared some sentences with the phrasal verbs, and maybe a dozen, 7, 8, 10, maximum of a dozen, una dozzina massimo each time. Otherwise, we forget them. But the good news is that you already know a lot of phrasal verbs, the most common ones, like sit down, stand up, listen to, look at, look for, I don't know, you already know a lot of phrasal verbs. So yes, but there are some quite common ones which you might not know yet. Hi, dear Francesco. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, are you blonder than usual? Sei più biondo del solito, no? I got the idea.
I don't know.
Yes.
I need an haircut. This is the important.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Me too. I haven't been to the hairdresser for the last 2 years, maybe more, 2.5 years.
Oh,
I go once a year, but last year I didn't go, so it's 2 years by now.
You are all right. I would like to have long hair if I had like yours.
Yeah, but yeah.
My ears grow up not down, but they grow up.
Up, yes.
You remember?
Up.
You remember Angelo Branduardi? Maybe.
Yes,
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Curly hairs. Hi, Adriana.
Hi, Adriana.
Hi.
Welcome.
In the high school, they. All the school knew me about the one playing the violin, and from the window, hey, ciao Branduardi.
Ciao Branduardi. Yes, but he has a wonderful curly hair.
Yes, yeah.
Curly, Ricci, Ricci, and a lot
curly.
Of that.
Yeah,
yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Curly, yeah.
Okay, so I was just asking what you wanted to do today, and both Barbara and Antonella suggested phrasal verbs. Is it okay for you? Now, phrasal verbs are a lot. and we cannot, of course, learn all of them. Moreover, I think it's a stupid idea to learn them, in a list, to start saying, look at, look for, look down to, look up to, blah, blah. No, it doesn't work. I think the best idea is to learn them in context, see them in a sentence, in a dialogue, in a story, and things like that. And moreover, since there are so many, I think we should limit ourselves to, I don't know, 10, a dozen today, and maybe some other 10 or dozens next time, because otherwise we won't be able to memorize all of them. And that was the first idea. The second idea was to talk about the idioms and proverbs. Do you agree with this plan, Pier Francesco, Adriana? Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So let's start with the phrasal verbs. The good news is that you already know most of them, the most common ones, like stand up, sit down, listen to, look at, look for, you already know all these. So I have tried to select a few of them which are very much used, very common in speaking, especially in spoken English, but not so much taught at school. So the first story is probably very easy for you, but let's have a look at it. And it's this one.
Maria Pia.
Everything okay?
Yes, very, very.
Clearly.
What's this? Speaking, especially in spoken English. Oh, sorry. This is but not so much taught at school. Okay, sorry. Okay. So the first story is this one. I made it up. I had to decide what to study at university, but it wasn't easy for me. I had so many interests. Although I knew I was running out of time, I couldn't come up with a definite choice. To make matters worse, my parents were going through a divorce. So I never found the right time to bring this problem up and discuss it with them. I was looking forward to university life, but I feared it wouldn't live up to my expectations if I chose the wrong course. For a long time, I had dreamt of being a vet, but I finally realized I wouldn't be able to put up with the many years of study just to see animals suffering at the end. Then it dawned on me that if I was so interested in psychology, I might as well think about studying psychology at university. My parents were taken aback when I told them. They were afraid I would have problems getting by on a psychologist's hard life. In hindsight, I don't think it was a great decision, but everything turned out fine in the end. Okay, so do you want to read it and maybe tell me if there are words you cannot, you don't know? Do you want to start, Barbara?
Yeah.
Sorry, did you make that story up?
Yes, my daughter is studying psychology at university, and she really thought of becoming a veterinary
But did you build
doctor.
it up, Maria Pia?
Yes, yes.
But you should write a book.
No.
That's really nice.
Good. Okay, so Barbara, you start.
What to do to understand?
Read it, and tell me if there are words you don't understand,
No,
and the others as
no.
well, please.
I had to decide what to study at university, but it wasn't easy for me. I had so many interests. Although I knew I was running out of time, I couldn't come up with a definite choice.
Okay, so I was running out of time.
The time was about to finish.
Yes, you know this phrasal verb, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come up with. Come up with.
Maybe match, no, not match a decision, but
yes, you can a decision, come up with a proposal, come up with a suggestion.
Accept,
come up with,
I don't know, not accept.
No, how can I say?
Find out, another phrasal verb. Find out.
Yes, find out or give.
It is another phrasal verb.
Actually, I had written come up with, inventare, venire fuori con un'idea.
Appunto.
A number of interesting points came up at today's meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So I was almost sure you already knew all this, to be honest, but better check. So what do you think? So far, so good? Shall we go on?
Yeah.
Okay, Pier Francesco, can you go on, please?
Sure. To take matters worse, my parents were going through a divorce. So I never found the right time to bring this problem up and discuss it with them. Yes. I was looking forward to university life, but I feared it wouldn't live up to my expectation if I choose the wrong course.
Ok, I feared, la E delle D non si sente, feared. If I chose perché è il passato, choose è il presente, to choose, chose, chosen. Quindi if I chose the wrong course. Okay, so
second conditional.
Sorry?
Second
yes, it's a conditional, yes, but it's yes, it becomes a past in English. You're right, it's a conditional, you're right. Yes, sorry, I'm not very good at grammar. But it's translated in English as a past
yes,
tense.
It's just that the sentence is a second conditional, the two sentences.
Yeah, yes. Anyway, yes, so any problem to make matters worse, per rendere le cose anche peggiori, l'idea è in più, oltre a tutto ciò, to make matters worse, my parents were going through a divorce. Questo non è mica vero, ma non importa. To go through, passare però qualcosa di brutto.
Yes.
Affrontare.
Face a divorce.
To face, però face potrebbe anche essere qualcosa di positivo. Face something positive, invece go through ha il senso di
experience.
Yes, a bad experience. Yes, my parents were going through a divorce, so I never. Sorry?
Attraversare?
Yes.
Sì, attraversare però qualcosa di un'esperienza negativa, ecco. To bring up a problem. To bring up a problem, come dire?
To put into light. To put into light.
Yes, put into light, to talk about it. Yes. All right, so who wants to go on? Do you want to go on, Adriana?
Yeah,
go.
Sorry, well, okay. For a long
I
time,
feel very much a teacher today.
For a long time, I had dreamt of being a vet, but I finally realized I wouldn't be able to put up with the many years of study just to see animals suffering at the end. Then it dawned on me, I think it's another phrasal, this one, dawned on me.
Is it a phrasal verb, dawn on? Maybe yes, perché to do, yeah. Okay, so phrasal.
It dawned on me that if I was so interested in psychology, I might as well think about studying psychology at university. Okay,
so any problem? For a long time, I had dreamt of being a vet, but I finally realized I wouldn't be able to put up with.
Yes,
to put up with, sì, sopportare, to, yes, to stand. The many years, so just to see animals suffering at the end. Then it dawned on me, to, how can I say it in English? To realize slowly that if I was so blah, blah, blah. Ok.
Venire in mente.
Sì, però ha un senso pian pianino, ho cominciato a pensare, mi è venuto in mente, sì. C'è una certa gradazione, capito? Non che it come up, it dawn on me. Come dawn l'alba, che è lenta, no? Ok, so, Antonella, do you want to go on, please?
Okay, allora, my parents were taken aback when I told them. They were afraid I wouldn't have problems getting by on psychologist's hard life. In hindsight, I don't think it was a great decision, but everything turned out fine in the end.
I don't know this word, Maria Pia. Hindsight.
Me too.
Come si può dire, guardando indietro, col senno di poi, diremmo noi, col senno di poi, guardando indietro, ripensandoci, non penso che fosse una grande decisione.
Hindsight.
Hind sarebbe dietro, sight vista, quindi l'idea è, guardando indietro, col senno di poi, ripensandoci adesso, questa è l'idea. I don't think it was a great decision, but everything turned out fine in the end. Alla fine tutto turned out, si risolse in maniera positiva. To take it back?
Surprise, yes.
Yes,
surprise.
Be very surprised, almost shocked. Getting by on something, tirare avanti basandosi su qualcosa. For example, I don't know how she can get on by that. She can get on by on that small salary. For example, her salary is so low that I can't understand how she can get by on it. Okay, to get by, tirare avanti on something. Basandosi su qualcosa, per esempio il salario, la vita, insomma qualcosa. Ok, so to take it back, get by on and turn out. Did you already know these phrasal verbs? I'm sure you did.
Yes.
Yes. So let's start some other ones which are also very common and less known. Oh no. Oh, questi sono gli idioms. No, scusate. So just a second. Maybe they were here as well. No, these are the idioms.
So that's the phrase.
Okay, here they are. Yes. Some more phrasal verbs. Crack up. Do you know what crack up means? Crack up means so means to burst out in a laugh, scoppiare ridere come un matto. If you crack up, or if something or someone cracks you up, you laugh suddenly and a lot. For example, she cracked up when I told her what happened. She couldn't stop laughing. Okay, it just cracks me up, what some people say. Ok, nel senso mi fa morire da ridere quello che dicono certe persone. Her joke cracked up the class, or her joke cracked the class up. Quindi ha fatto scoppiare a ridere tutta la classe, la sua battuta. He couldn't help but crack up laughing. Non riuscì a fare a meno di scoppiare a ridere. Ok, quindi crack up vuol dire scoppiare a ridere come i matti, fondamentalmente. Did you know this one?
No, I didn't.
See? And it's quite common, actually.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Yes, another quite common one, which is not usually studied, is to stir up. Stir is mix something. Stir up, mix so that it comes up. So when you make someone feel an emotion, often a bad one, you stir it up. These kinds of questions stir up anxiety. The pictures stirred up a lot of memories. The job of artists is to stir things up. Their attempts to stir up animosity fell flat. Non è riuscita. Il loro tentativo di creare animosità è fallito. These kinds of questions inevitably stir up anxiety. Few psychology terms stir up confusion, like the word psychopath. His paintings continue to stir up controversy. Ok, vabbè, comunque stir up ha questo senso di far venire fuori, di creare, nel senso di far sorgere, di far venire fuori di solito qualcosa di negativo, qualche ansia, disturbo, cose così. This was calculated to stir up discontent. Some sections of the media constantly stir up dissent. There was a reluctance to do anything that might stir up disturbances within their communities. Erano riluttanti a fare qualunque roba che potesse far sorgere dei problemi all'interno delle comunità. Okay? They are a fascist organization that exists to commit racist attacks and stir up division. Ovviamente queste non le ho fatte. I didn't make them up. I found them online, but you know, I put some of them. Right-wing commentators have tried to stir up doubts about her patriotism. The paper has often been accused of stirring up nationalistic feeling, e così via, insomma. Stir up ha questo senso di far sorgere, far venire fuori, tirar fuori, creare provocare qualcosa di negativo dentro qualcuno. Now, did you know this phrasal verb?
Maria Pia, I know that there is a song of by Bob Marley, maybe, and the title is "Stir It Up," maybe.
Ah, stir it up. Okay.
But I don't know the text.
Yes.
I just remember the title, and maybe it was a song of Bob Marley.
Yes, unfortunately, being on streaming, we can listen to it, but I would like to very much, but I'm sure it's under copyright, so what a pity. Okay, so anyway, Bob Marley, Stir It Up. I'll look at it afterwards. I'll find it afterwards. Then another one is to light up. Okay, to light up has two meanings. To light up means to light, for example, a match up or a fire, or but in this case, I meant light up a face, the eyes of a person, you know, when they suddenly look happy or excited. For example, her face lit up. Of course, light is irregular, and it's to light lit. Her face lit up when she saw us coming. La sua faccia si illuminò quando ci vide arrivare. His eyes light up whenever he sees me. I suoi occhi brillano ogni volta che mi vedono. His face lit up with delight because of you. La sua faccia si illuminò di gioia grazie a te. Justin's face lit up with a smile. Ok, quindi to light up, of course, means to start a fire or light up a match or something like that. But it can also mean to light up a face, eyes, meaning to become bright, to, yes, make them bright, to brighten up. Did you know this one? This meaning of light up?
Yes.
I knew only the fire meaning, but
A fire, lit up a fire. Light up a fire, I lit up a fire, yeah. Okay, also tear up, because I was thinking about emotions when I made this list. So that's why there is stir up, crack up, light up, tear up. Tear up, okay, to tear, which is an irregular verb, and it goes to tear, torn, means strappare, to tear up. Strappare, per esempio, tear up a piece of paper. But tear, derived from tears, lacrime, e in questo caso viene trattato come un verbo regolare, to tear, teared, teared. Tear up vuol dire le sono venute le lacrime agli occhi. If you tear up, you start to have tears in your eyes because you're sad or happy or moved in some way. He started to tear up when he said goodbye to us. He was so sorry to say goodbye that the tears appeared on his eyes. He started to tear up. I teared up when I read the message, her message. Mi sono venute le lacrime agli occhi quando ho letto il suo messaggio. Try to watch the video without tearing up. Cerca di vedere il video senza metterti a piangere. For example, every movie I watch, I tear up every time. Because yes, I'm an easy moving person. And whenever I watch something sad or happier, I tear up. Okay, so did you know this verb in this meaning?
No, I thought that tear was tear, torn, which is a different.
Yes, it is also. To tear up also means strappare qualcosa. But in this case, it can also mean avere le lacrime agli occhi. Yeah.
I usually cry watching even Disney movies.
Oh, me too.
I can
Disney
understand.
movies can be very moving. Yes, yes. Oh, they are very moving. Sì, sono molto.
What's in the translation of phrasal verbs in Italian? Come si potrebbe
What? Tear up?
No, phrasal verb.
Phrasal verb. I don't think there's a translation.
I'm trying to. I'm looking. I'm searching.
Looking it
but
up on the dictionary.
There is no in Italian.
There's no translation, is there?
It's not something Italian.
Fraseologici.
Sì, verbi fraseologici.
Ok.
Verbi
Solo che in italiano non li abbiamo,
no.
e quindi,
No, infatti.
almeno per quanto riguarda me, as far as I'm concerned, I always try to find synonymous.
Yeah.
A corresponding verb. I can't use, I'm not able to use many of them. Maybe this, tear up, freak out, I'm not able to use them.
Yeah.
But
you know what? Yeah.
I find a verb.
Yeah, but you know what? English-speaking people use them a lot.
But I think that the phrasal verbs are different between from verbi fraseologici in italiano. Sì, assolutamente. I verbi fraseologici li conosco bene in italiano e non sono così, ok?
Quali sono, per esempio?
Ad esempio, sta per piovere, ok? Oppure comincio a piangere. Allora, qui invece c'è un verbo più una preposizione, là invece magari sono due verbi, è un verbo che aiuta un altro verbo.
Ah, ok.
Quindi c'è una differenza sostanziale. Dirlo in inglese non lo sapevo dire.
Yeah. Yes.
Quindi
yes.
non è sicuramente come il fraseologico in italiano.
Okay, it's not a couple of verbs which together make a sentence, but it's a verb plus a particle. Yes, so
Yes.
I don't know if there is a translation in Italian for phrasal verbs.
You can consider phrasal verbs like in Italian if you think that it is a verb with 2 or 3 words. In this case is the same, nel senso che se per fraseologico intendi un insieme di parole, allora ci sta, d'accordo?
Io intendevo quello.
In quel senso sì, però non della composizione, non della sostanza.
Sì, forse è vero.
Vabbè, I don't know how to translate it in Italian, sorry, I have no
problem.
idea.
I was only searching, but probably is not belong to that doesn't belong to our language. So it's,
Well, yes,
there isn't a
probably,
translation.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think it is typical of English language.
maybe it's typical of English, yes.
Or many other languages, but there is not a similar
Corresponding,
situation.
yes.
Corresponding situation in Italian, I think.
All right. Okay, anyway, let's go on. Freak out is when something completely loses his or her head, when he goes crazy. If you freak out, or if something or someone freaks you out, you feel so angry, scared, or surprised that you can't control yourself. He freaked out when he saw the spider. Ah, spider! He had a very exaggerated reaction. Proprio andato fuori di testa. Okay, that's the idea. I freaked out when I realized that I was late for work. Oh dear, I'm late for work, you know? Meeting his parents freaked Maria out. She was so worried, so scared that she maybe, I don't know, didn't know how to dress up, what to take, you know, this kind of things. She freaked out on him. That's also a possibility. È andato fuori di testa che gli ha urlato contro. She freaked out on him. Turn all of the clocks in your house forward 1 hour and watch everyone freak out as they realize they're late for work.
But that's really bad. That's really nasty.
Anyway, especially at the beginning of the interview, you may feel a little nervous, but don't freak out if you make a mistake. Keep calm, you know? Keep calm, that's the idea. I didn't freak out, but I was aware of what an idiot I was making out of myself in front of everybody. Ok, non ho perso la testa, ma ero ben cosciente di quanto imbecille mi stavo dimostrando nei confronti, cioè di fronte a tutti quanti. Don't freak out and do something stupid every time something bad happens. There are people who freak out, you know, for nothing. Serious relationships freak me out. I abhor the idea of losing my freedom, my own identity, and my life. Ok? I rapporti seri mi terrorizzano. Abborro l'idea di perdere la mia libertà, la mia stessa identità, la mia vita, ok? Earth quarters freak me out. Okay, I'm terrified by earthquakes. What did I say? Earthquakes freak me out. There's no place you can really go. Mamma, ma continua a far casino, si sente tutto, sai. È tutto. Oh my God, sorry. Earthquakes freak me out. There's no place you can really go. It's like the entire world is turning upside down. He was too scared to tell me because he thought I would freak out. Aveva troppo paura di dirmelo perché pensava che sarei andato fuori di testa, mi sarei incavolato così tanto da diventare matto. I freaked out and said some stuff I really wish I hadn't. Ho perso il controllo e ho detto delle cose che veramente vorrei non aver mai detto. My parents would freak out if I talked to them about this. I miei genitori andrebbero fuori di testa se gli parlassi loro in questo modo. Okay, so to freak out, that's the idea. Lose control. Did you know it?
Yes, I learned it when I was doing my CELTA course because everyone was saying, I'm freaking out, I'm freaking out. And you see, I didn't know the meaning, but I learned it very quickly.
Yes, yes. And did you freak out?
Oh, yes, several times.
Oh, no, in that occasion.
Yeah, several times in that occasion during the CELTA.
Okay,
It was really
okay.
difficult.
Yes. No, I tended to be quite calm, keep calm. I don't usually freak out. I can freak out for anger when somebody makes, me very angry. In that case, I freak out, but not for, I don't know, being scared or worried or, these kind of things. Anyway, another phrasal verb is to take out on. Take, of course, is an irregular verb, so to take, took, taken. And to take out on vuol dire prendersela con qualcuno. When you take it out on someone, you treat them badly because you feel tired, upset, or angry, even though it's not their fault, anche se non è colpa loro. When she's stressed out, she always takes it out on me. Quando lei è stressata, se la prende sempre con me. I'm sorry I took it out on you. Scusa che me la son presa con te. Don't take your anger out on me. Ok, non prendertela con me. Don't take it out on me. If you've got a problem, take it out on a drum. Questa era una frase famosa di, non mi ricordo più che musicista. Se hai un problema, prenditela col tamburo. What? Do you agree with it, Pierfrancesco?
Sì, drum it's batteria. Beh,
La
drum is
batteria,
also
sì, il
tamburo.
tamburo, la batteria, sì, sì, sì.
But sure, maybe you are right because drums, batteria should be plural, drums.
Drums, sì,
So
vabbè,
maybe it's
però
tamburo is
drum è il tamburo, drums
Yeah.
è l'insieme dei tamburi, quindi la batteria,
Yeah, you are right.
piatti, batteria, tutto l'insieme. Comunque sì, c'era questo musicista che diceva if you've got a problem, take it out on a drum. Sfogati sarebbe con tom tom pim pum pum col tamburo. Will you stop taking it out on me? Vuoi finirla di prendertela con me, che non c'entro niente, poverina me? He shouldn't take it out on you. I know you've had an exasperating day, but please don't take it out on me. Thousands of teenagers took their anger out on police after they were stopped for entering the annual event. Erano così incavolati per non aver potuto partecipare alla festa, quel che era annuale, che se lo sono presa con la polizia. I know you're upset, but there's no need to take it out on us. Why take it out on him? What's he done to deserve this? Cosa ha fatto per meritarselo? I'm sorry I took it out on you. Mi dispiace di essermela presa con te. Ok, so to take out on means prendersela con qualcuno che generalmente poretto non c'entra niente. Ok, did you know this? No?
No, not really. Just a hint of it.
Yes, you have probably met it before, but yeah. And the last one is to tell off, which is very similar but different. Tell off, of course, tell is irregular, so told, and means to cry against someone, sgridare qualcuno, okay? If you tell someone off, you speak to them angry for doing something wrong. For example, if she does it again, he's going to tell her off. Se lei lo fa ancora, lui ha intenzione di sgridarla. I was so mad at him that I told him off. Ero così arrabbiata con lui che l'ho proprio sgridato. I told them off for lying to me. Oh, scusate, ho sbagliato a fare I told them off for lying to me. Li ho sgridati perché mi hanno detto le bugie, per avermi mentito. I got told off for driving carelessly. Ok, me ne sono sentito una corona perché guidavo senza tanta concentrazione. The judge gave him a right telling off. Il giudice gli ha dato una bella sgridata. I came home late and my mother told me off. Sono arrivata a casa tardi e mia madre mi ha sgridato. His mother told him off for pulling his sister's hair. Gli tirava i capelli alla sorella, no? My parents never hit me, but they told me off quite a lot. I miei genitori non mi hanno mai picchiato, ma mi sgridavano molto spesso. When I was a schoolboy, perché mi dà errore? Ah, lo metterebbe intero. Boh. When I was a schoolboy, my teachers often told me off because I preferred talking to my friends to studying. Quando ero uno studente, i miei insegnanti spesso mi sgridavano perché preferivo parlare con i miei amici piuttosto che studiare. He's such a naughty boy, but his parents never tell him off. That's why he's naughty. È un bambino così cattivo, come si dice dei bambini, ma i suoi genitori non lo sgridano mai. Ok, quindi to tell off, sgridare qualcuno. Okay, so we have seen up to now, crack up, mettersi a ridere come i matti, stir up, far sorgere emozioni di solito negative, light up, che in questo caso l'idea era esatto, illuminarsi di viso, di occhi, eccetera. Tear up, far venire, cioè avere le lacrime agli occhi. Freak out, andare fuori di testa. E, take out on, prendersela con qualcuno. E tell off, sgridare. Ok? Now, can you make some sentences looking at these pictures? For example, picture number 1, who wants to make a sentence? I put some examples for you. When she entered her son's room and saw the mess, she freaked out. Ah, cos'è questo casino? Oppure, when she saw her new hairstyle, she freaked out completely. Ah, come mi avete ridotto, come mi avete combinato.
Go to another hairdresser.
Yes, Adriana, yes, please.
She should go to another hairdresser.
Ah, okay. No, I thought you had an example of freak out. So, can you make a sentence with this picture?
Oh, yes. When I saw the big spider on my bed, I completely freaked out.
Freaked out. Are you afraid of spiders?
I don't particularly like them.
I'm afraid of them too, yes. What about you, Pier Francesco? Do you want to make a sentence?
Well, I just had a violin lesson with a student absolutely unprepared. And so I freaked out.
Did you freak out?
Yeah.
You
I know.
yes.
I freaked
You
out.
freaked out.
Did you tell him how?
Yes. Did you tell him off?
Oh, yeah. Well, I am too good
Good at heart.
to teacher. I should.
Patient. Yes, you should have told him off, but you didn't.
I just try to explain.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah. You're a good teacher. Okay. Anybody else who wants to make a sentence with picture number 1? I think this lady is a little bit, how can I say, not mad, but
furious.
She's going bananas.
No. It's a very exaggerated reaction. Oh. Paola, sono a lezione, ti chiamo dopo le 7. Scusa, niente. Okay, sorry.
Let's use
So,
another. That lady is going bananas.
Oh, yes, that's another, yes. That's another good, yes, way of telling it. To go bananas, completely lose somebody's control, head. Yes. Or picture number 2.
Is she Angelina Jolie or no? I'm wrong. No.
I don't know. I took it from Google Images. I took, yes, a few images from Google Images. I have no idea. Picture number 2. I wrote, when she heard that she hadn't passed the exam, she freaked out. Really, she collapsed. She broke down. She was so sorry that her nerves collapsed. So, but there can be other possibilities.
Yeah, I would say she was driving her husband's Porsche, and when she entered the garage, she
oh, no.
the car, and so and after that, she completely freaked out.
That's a very good idea. Oh my God, the Porsche, can you imagine? There was a joke, a man going home and the wife telling him, oh dear, did you have a hard day? Would you like to sit down and make a coffee for you? I don't know. Would you like a slice of cake as well? I don't know if you want to go out with your friends today. It's okay for me. And he looking at her and saying, how much is how much is it? Oh, how serious is it? Già si immaginava che la moglie aveva battuto la macchina, distrutto la macchina. Okay, anyways.
Maybe she freaked out when she saw the dog.
Ti chiamo dopo le 7. Ciao. Why is everybody looking for me at this time? Sorry. Antonella, yes.
Okay, she freaked out when she saw the dog was eating the dinner she had prepared.
Oh no, my delicious dinner. I wouldn't have a reaction like this, though. I would have more a reaction like this, like picture number 1. It's always a freak out, but I wouldn't cry. I would, chase him with maybe a stick or something.
More angry.
Yes, I would be very angry. Okay, so Barbara, would you like to make a sentence with picture number 2?
Okay. When my son came home so late without telling me before, I waited for him, and when he had entered, I freaked out.
Freaked out and shouted at him.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me? You freaked out. Yes. And picture number 3 is very similar. Can you imagine when when he realized someone had stolen his brand new car, he freaked out. Ah, my car is not there anymore. It's being stolen, my brand new Porsche. Okay, that's what I could imagine. But of course, can you imagine another, I don't know, scenery?
Yes, when my car was stolen, it wasn't a Porsche anyway, but when my car was stolen, I didn't freak out actually. I burst first I burst into laughing, okay? That was the first reaction was
to crack up.
Yes, no, not really crack out because that's positive, okay? And I said, well, it can't be true. It can't be happening to me. That was the first reaction, and then I cried. So the other one,
Probably you thought, finally I can get rid of this of this car.
no, it was brand new actually. So
Yes, you should have. Yes, you could have bought a new car. No, but really, was your car stolen, Adriana?
Yes,
In Verona?
yes, you know, when I came down from home, I had to go to school. I said, where did I park my car yesterday evening? And so I tried to think out, and I said, it was right here, just in the first parking under the door, but it isn't here now. Oh my God. So I was really taken aback. I said, what am I going to do?
It's a very bad feeling. I think.
Maybe it had been taken away. Sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Maria Pia.
You go. No, maybe it had been taken away by the Carlo Trezzi. The car,
it's a private parking.
Because it happened to me.
But it's a private.
It's a private parking. Yes, because it happened. No. Oh my God. Stolen. Did you find out who had the stolen it?
But you know, that wasn't the worst thing actually. The worst thing was that I had the hell of a stuff into the boot. Okay. So the previous day I had I'm sorry. I'm very
don't worry.
With my tongue today. The previous day I had taken on my shoes because I had an infection. So the whole of my shoes, let's say 20 pairs of shoes, were and that luckily that evening I said, okay, Adriana, be a bit tidy, take them out and put them in and I did that. But in the boot I had photos, personal things, personal books, and that, you know, it's not just the car is a thing. I'm not particularly linked to cars, but I was linked to my personal book, my diary, that were in the boot, and they didn't come back. That was it. Lost.
How sad. And it was never found.
No, I did what the police said, go around, you know, in the dustbins around in the borough.
To look for your diary.
Look for your documents, and because they normally, not a phrasal verb, they get rid of the stuff. And so I did it. I think someone thought I was a barbone, a tramp looking.
Yes.
And I did it, but yes, okay.
But you couldn't find them.
No, neither. Nor the car, nor the stuff. So
no, because I know of another person, one of my friends, who couldn't find his motorbike anymore. Went to the police, made the declaration of stealing and so on, and then the motorbike was found in Romania. But the insurance had already paid him off, so he said, okay. But he was found in Romania.
Yes, but the police was very clear. I was told immediately it was an ordinary car. You see, it was just a punto, so a very common car. And so the carabinieri said, you have two options. Either they use your car for something bad, stealing, a robbery,
oh my God, yes.
We will find it. Or they divide the pieces, they break
the pieces, yes.
So you will never find it again. So, okay. That's it.
That's what happened,
It was a long
probably.
time ago. I got over it. Get over? Can you say you get over?
Yes, yes, I got over it. Exactly.
And
Yes.
it's a song, it's an Eagles song, Get Over It.
Oh, really? To get over it?
Yeah, Eagles.
Uh-huh. I'm so sorry we can't listen to songs, but yeah. Maybe if we go to that, what was it? Lyric, oh my God, I forgot the name of that website. It's, anyway, it's okay.
The game you suggested.
Yes, yes. What was it called? Lyrics something.
Lyric streaming.
No, anyway, yes, that one, yeah. Okay, so let's go on. What about this one? When she saw her old mother in hospital, she teared up. That's what I thought. But what would you imagine looking at this girl's eyes?
She broke up with her boyfriend.
Yes. When she broke up with her, okay, when I met her, she was tearing up because she had just broken up with her boyfriend. Again, break up is another phrasal verb. Yeah. I told you know a lot of phrasal verbs already. So that's why I thought let's do something a little bit, common for English people speaking, but not very common for us to learn. So, right. Barbara, can you imagine an occasion, a sentence made based on this?
Tear up.
Yes, based on this picture number 1, or Antonella, or anybody else?
She is going to visit the university to see the result of the last examination. She didn't pass, so she teared up.
And so she teared up. Oh no, I had studied so hard.
Got one.
Yeah.
I teared up when I found an old photo which gave me old
memories. Yes. Stirred up to you old memories. Yeah. Right. Antonella, any idea? No?
She teared up when she missed her best friend.
Because she was missing her best friend.
Yes.
Okay,
she feel alone.
She felt alone. Yes. Yeah. Right. Picture number 2. My impression here was she tried to explain her point of view, but nobody listened to her. She was so frustrated that she teared up. That was what I imagined looking at this picture. Frustration, basically. What do you think, Pier Francesco? Why is she crying?
I don't know. She could cry it up. Maybe she has a meeting with her best friend, and she discovered that her best friend had how do you say, a story, a date with her boyfriend. So it's very bad. So she really did. Maybe she would better the one we said before.
Maybe, yes. She should be happy to have discovered it at least, but no, she was so disillusioned that she teared up. Yes. What about you, Adriana? Or Antonella?
Sorry, Maria Pia, there is a phone call. I have to answer.
Okay, sorry. Yes,
I'll be
please
back
go
in a
on.
minute. I'll be back.
Yeah, no problems. Antonella, what can you imagine from this picture?
She's tearing up because nobody listened to her.
That's what I thought as well, yes. Okay, what about picture number 3? They all teared up reading her last message. Sono venute le lacrime a tutti, le lacrime agli occhi a tutti leggendo il suo ultimo messaggio. So, what do you think, Pier Francesco? Can you make a sentence based on this picture?
Yeah, they realized they had to pay a very high amount at the restaurant. They just
Teared up.
They ate too much.
Okay, to the restaurant. Okay, I love Pier Francesco because he's so down on earth that he's really funny. Okay, Barbara, any idea of what might be happening?
No, I haven't.
Antonella, any idea of what might be happening in picture number 3?
Maybe it's very sad, and I think that they are all teared up because they are at the funeral of their best friend. But it's very, very sad.
The funeral. That's very sad.
Very, very sad.
Yes. Okay, let's go on with another one. A happier one. He cracked up at the news. What can you imagine here, Pier Francesco?
He just saw the BTS, a BTS scene about, about BTS. It's a pop from Seoul, from Korea.
Okay.
And all the teenager
love BTS.
But they always play a song. They are very famous. But also you can follow them in I don't know where. My wife is familiar with this.
Yes, some social.
Yeah, in the social, and they really how do you say, they make you cracked up. So I think
they make you crack up.
Yeah, this man just saw one of them
of their jokes. Yes. Right, or meme or whatever. Yeah. Okay, what do you think, Barbara? What happened? What's happening here?
Here, maybe he heard a funny joke.
A funny joke.
Or that he, I don't know, he was so happy to hear a news that maybe had worried him before.
Okay.
And so he burst in a
laugh. He cracked up. Yes. Yes. He was expecting a very bad piece of news, and when he heard the positive news, he cracked up. Okay. Right. Okay. What do you think, Adriana? What happened here? Picture number 1.
Is it Chinese?
Or Korean, probably Korean.
Yeah, because they laugh for everything.
Yes, maybe he drank too much. He drank so much that he couldn't but cracking up all the time.
Yeah, I think so.
L'ho bevuto così tanto che non faceva che ridere continuamente. Yes, why not?
Well, it happened to me. It's not strange.
No, it isn't, because Eastern people cannot stand the alcoholic drinks very much like we can. So they soon get drunk, both Japanese, Chinese, Korean. Adriana, I never drink alcohol, so just half a glass of beer makes me drunk, but I'm an exception, you know. But generally speaking, really, Oriental people from the Far East, like Chinese, Korean, Japanese, cannot stand alcohol at all, and they soon get drunk.
I never drink alcohol. Never.
You never get drunk?
No, when it happened, the bad effects were immediate.
And you start laughing, what do you do?
I danced on the table, they said, because I
Wow.
don't remember.
You don't even remember.
I don't even remember.
You were very drunk.
Oh yes, completely. I don't remember what happened. So I was said, I was told that I danced on the table, I laughed, and I don't know if something else happened. I hope it didn't, but
No.
it was a long time ago, and then I never drink alcohol now.
Yes. No, I don't like alcohol. I can't stand it, really. Anyway, so he drank so much that he kept cracking up all the time. Right, Antonella, what can you imagine here on picture number 1? Looking at picture number 1.
He cracked up when he listened a funny story at the TV.
When he heard a funny story on TV, yes.
On TV.
Must have been very funny.
Very funny.
Okay, so
a joke.
Yeah, or in a book. Yes, picture number 2. Look how nice is this boy or girl, this baby. She cracked up when she saw her grandpa's funny faces. Quando ha visto le facce buffe del nonno, che gli faceva le smorfie, le facce buffe.
Babies are like that. When you make funny faces or just something strange, they are so funny.
Yes.
I don't dare imagine what they think. Do you remember that famous film?
Yeah.
I don't remember the title, but it was very famous about what babies think when
they might be thinking, as babies about the people around them. Yes, it was very funny. Yes,
that's it.
Well, she was crying all day because she couldn't find her favorite puppy, and finally, when her mother found it,
yes,
she cracked up.
My favorite toy, puppy. Yeah. What about you, Antonella? Can you imagine something on picture number 2?
The baby cracked up when she thought that she was alone, but immediately the mother came up.
Yes,
okay.
Popped up. Cuckoo. Yes. Barbara, any idea?
Yeah, the girl, the baby cracked up when somebody tickled her feet.
Poor baby. Okay. Then picture number 3. He cracked up at the joke. Yes, it wasn't very creative on my part, but okay. Better sentences.
Barack Obama cracked up when he first saw the results of the election and Trump was elected.
Okay, could be. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. Right.
Trump, I don't think he cracked up. He teared up.
Yeah, but it was
Trump was elected.
It was at least ridiculous for him that he almost cracked up. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, yes.
Well, that's a dangerous field then, because we are talking about politics here.
Okay, let's move on then.
I would like to do that, but as we are in streaming, and I have already said I was drunk, I bumped the car, so I don't want to go to jail.
Ogni riferimento è puramente casuale.
Yes, but they are all made up sentences. They're not really true. They don't need to be true. So, Barbara, any idea? A
He
sentence on
cracked
picture number
up when he heard some absurd ideas.
Okay, nonsense of some kind. Okay.
By the way, you said it's already made, but have you heard about that man just a few days ago who was fired by the, what's the name of the big acciaieria in Taranto? What's the name of that?
Ilva.
Yes, no, it's not Ilva now because it's changed.
Oh, yes, you're right. It changed. It changed, but yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. He was fired for having invited her colleagues to watch a movie. Yes.
The movie was in big shoes.
Based on their story, but nevertheless, I mean.
Come on. I think it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Yes.
So we are anyway in streaming, so we must pay attention. Don't
worry, who cares? Okay, we can't be fired, Adriana, not for such a silly thing. So it's okay. Right. So Antonella, Barbara, do you want to make a sentence on Barack Obama cracking up like this?
No, I don't think.
Okay. Let's go on then. She told him off for breaking the vase. You should be more careful. You never watch out, and so on and so on. So, any idea?
Yes, I love people for that. When they break things, you know, it's something linked to the other phrasal verbs because you freak out. You freak out when and you lose control. Yes. What is the one of the lose control? I don't remember the verb for losing control.
Freak out. Freak out.
Not only freak out. You had another one that I don't remember right now.
Crack out is laughing.
Yeah, what did we see? One it was in the previous reading. I don't remember it.
No, take out on e prendersela con qualcuno.
Yes, maybe I got wrong with that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, I normally tell people off, and when they break things or
yes,
made something that you cannot repair, okay, which is really it's just a danger or something that requires a lot of
window pane.
Yeah, well, in the window pane, okay, but you can change it. I mean,
okay, something made up, handmade, handcrafted,
or something that requires a lot of time, either a lot of time or a lot of money to be repaired.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
you freak out and tell them off.
And especially when it is made on purpose. I mean, you have been told once, twice, be careful, and then you do it and it happens. Okay, come on. I really freak out for that.
Yes, me too. Yeah. Anyway, so Antonella, Barbara, Pier Francesco, can you make a sentence on picture number 1?
The mother told her son off for burning the dinner. For burning the dinner.
Burning
the
dinner. Yes. Yes, and I'm so hungry and you burnt my dinner. Okay, right. Pier Francesco?
Maybe, is it a vase?
It's a vase, yes. I think it looks like a vase to me.
So she told her son off.
An amphora.
For breaking her favorite vase belonged to her grandmother.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know.
If
I told it correct.
Yes. I was imagining this vase being passed on mother to daughter for many generations.
Looks like an amphora.
It looks more like an amphora, yes,
which
than a
previously
vase.
contained the ashes of the grandfather.
Oh my God, no. Oh my God. That's terrible.
Yeah. You definitely get told off, eh? Definitely.
Definitely, yes. She would freak out completely. And maybe also, okay, no tear up, really cry. Oh, my grandfather's ashes, and so on. Okay, Antonella, any idea?
The mother told him off for breaking the vase, but after 2 hours, she realized that it was the cat's fault. Was the cat who had
It
broken.
was? Oh, the cat's
The
fault.
cat had broken
It
the
wasn't
vase.
his son's. Yes, okay.
Mm.
Yes, so she had taken it out on him, but it wasn't his fault. Se l'era presa
Yes.
con lui, ma non era colpa sua.
Yes.
Right. Voglio controllare la pronuncia di... Perché io direi vas, ma... No, scusa.
Vase.
Vas. È vase, è vas. Vas.
I
Right. Sorry?
couldn't hear.
Ah, okay, sorry.
No, but I trust you anyway. I trust you anyway.
Vas. No, but let's listen to it again. No problems. Because actually, yes, English is so incredible because it should be vase because there's a final mute E, but actually it isn't. It's... Oh, okay, sorry. Eh? Ah, that's Italiano. Vase.
Vase.
Vase. Yeah.
Vase.
Yes, actually, yes. A final E not pronounced should become vase, but I don't know why they say vase. Anyway, it's vase. Okay, what about this one? The dog was told off for having ruined the picture.
My dictionary has both pronunciations.
Yes.
Vase for the American and vase for the British.
I was checking on
that. I thought it was vase.
Okay, so both both the
right.
pronunciations are correct. Perfect. Okay.
It says vase,
yes, perfect.
first one, and then it says North American vase or vase, right? Both of them. So both of them.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much indeed. So they're both correct. Sono entrambe corrette. Perfetto. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Okay, so anyway, picture number 2. The dog was told off for having ruined the picture. Or any idea?
I can't hear you, Maria Pia. I don't know if it is my connection or your connection. But anyway, I hear it. I can hear you very badly. Are you still there?
Okay, sorry. I was talking about yes. Can you hear me?
Connection, maybe, or anyway.
Okay, I was talking about picture number 2. Okay, you can write a sentence if you prefer, Adriana.
No.
Write it down on the chat.
I'm not the one to write.
If you prefer.
I'm not the one to write something about.
Anyway, we're talking about picture number 2.
Yes. Not the one allowed to talk about dogs because I don't like dogs. So
okay, anyway,
them
the
off.
dog was bitterly. Poor dogs. Anyway, the dog was bitterly told off because he had broken something. So, any other idea? Adriana would continuously tell off the dogs because she hates them.
No, it's not that I hate. I don't like, which is different. I do
No
not.
ideas?
I do not hate. I hate
Okay,
nobody.
let's move on.
You prefer
You
cats.
don't like them. Okay, you're not keen on them.
Not keen on dogs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're not keen on dogs. Meow. Yes, you're not keen on dogs. You prefer
La connessione di Maria Pia era debole.
Allora, non riesco a capire qual è la connessione debole, perché io la sento molto male, tutta la lezione che la sento molto male.
Ma
Adesso
probabilmente è
non c'è
lei.
più.
È lei perché è andata via.
È andata via, non c'è
la
più.
sua connessione che non è buona, che è in montagna,
sicuro?
credo. Perché io l'ho sentita tutta la lezione a sprazzi, proprio, cioè,
Eccola.
non so come si dice,
Ecco.
ma
No,
Okay,
non tanto
sorry.
sprazzi.
The
I
connection
lost
was
connection.
gone.
Yes, I lost connection. Yes. Anyway, so any other idea, Antonella, Barbara? Do you want to make a sentence?
you're not sharing the screen, Maria Pia, now.
Oh, okay. Right.
But I remember the picture, so I can see that she told him off because the dog had broken an important mail.
Mail or document. Yes.
Document.
She told it off because it had broken an important document.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. Barbara, any idea?
Oh, about the dog. She told the dog off because he ha sporcato. Was dirty. The floor was dirty.
Okay, he dirtied the floor. or
Dirtied
he-
the floor.
Yes. All right. Anybody else? Francesco?
Sorry, I found this ukulele. I was trying a little melody.
Wow.
No, I'm so sorry. Were you talking about the dog with the?
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted a sentence with the she telling off
Yeah.
the dog for something.
She's telling off her dog because he ruined her picture of
Her marriage.
yes, her marriage.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. But not.
Okay. Right. And finally, oh no, it's not finished. Finally, are you getting tired? Shall we do something else or do you want to go on?
Good. It's very interesting.
It's interesting. Okay, so let's go on. So
For me.
picture number one, their faces were lit up with joy. Le loro facce erano illuminate dalla gioia. So any idea? Adriana, Barbara, Antonella?
They're getting married. Are they getting married?
Probably yes.
So they
They're
must
getting
be
married.
lit up with joy. They must be lit up with joy, definitely. At least on that very day, on that day, especially on
Yes, at least on that day. Maybe the day afterwards, they have already repented, but maybe on that same day. Yeah. She looks older than him, though. Anyway.
that. Oh, that's really
Love has not
a
aged.
comment, Maria Pia. Gossip.
Okay, sorry. It's not fair. I know. Sorry.
Love has not to do with age.
Sorry, Barbara?
Love has not to do with age. Has anything to do with age.
Yeah.
Has nothing
Anyway,
to do
yes.
with age.
No, you're right. Love is, yes, unpredictable. Right. So don't you want to make a sentence with to light up, meaning the face or the eyes? Yeah.
They were so in love that their faces lit up just watching.
Yes, whenever they saw each other. Yes.
Father, yes.
They were so much in love, I would say. They were so much
They
in
were
love
so much in love, yes.
that their faces lit up whenever they saw each other. Yes, good idea. Yeah. Antonella?
Okay, but I think it is not about love. We are not talking about love, but money, because I think that the boy is he looks like the actor who of the movie The Millionaire. So I think their faces were lit up because he had won a millionaire.
Yes, he had just won a lot of money.
Yes.
No, he had won the Oscar for that.
Ecco, maybe the Oscar. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah, you're
yes.
right. I was thinking about that because he seems a famous person. I've already seen him. So yes, you're right. And also the second picture, the one in between, is he a famous actor? I've seen him before.
Yes, it is the actor who of the movie The Greatest Show.
Sì, sì.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I simply went on Google Images and took a couple of images. Yeah. So picture number 2, he lit up when he saw the holiday cottage. No, what can you imagine?
Well, I wouldn't lit up for a cottage, actually.
Why? Wow, what a beautiful...
Or, you know, the 5-star hotel in Dubai on the high tower in the middle of the ocean. You know, that's fantastic hotel in the middle of the ocean. Yes, I would lit up for that.
Lit up for that, but not for a cottage. Personally, I prefer more, how can I say, secluded places and not crowded. But yeah, of course, yes.
It's not crowded, Maria. It's not crowded. Have you seen that hotel in Dubai?
Luxury.
Yeah, but not because it's luxury, but because it's new, strange, different, you see. Because I do prefer cottages, but you know, when you go on Booking or whatever.
Okay, when was it? When is it in Dubai?
I think it's in Dubai, the one on the island. It's a marvelous hotel. I've seen, I don't remember if it is Dubai or anywhere or Emirates or what.
Okay, let's see if you can see it here.
I think it's this one on the right. Yes, the first one.
This one?
Oh, yes, Maria Pia, have a look.
Wow. No, but you know what? It's beautiful to see, but I wouldn't really mind having a holiday. I mean, if I were paid for a holiday there, I would go. But if I had to choose between a holiday in a skyscraper, because actually it's a skyscraper like this, or in a cottage in the middle of the woodland, for example, I would prefer a cottage.
Yes, me too. But to have a night, of course, paid, because it costs, let's say, 1 million.
I can imagine. I can. Yes. 7 stars. Yes. 7 stars. I didn't even realize that there could be a 7-star hotel.
But have a look of, you know, the engineering of that. It's an artificial island. The island didn't exist before that.
My God.
So it's really, wow. I would like to see it. That's it. I would like to see it.
Yes. Yeah. It would be an experience, the experience of a lifetime. Yes.
Well, but the Taj Mahal, it's okay, the same, eh? I would also see the Taj Mahal.
Yes. I would like to travel all over the world, to be honest.
Oh my God, do not speak about traveling right now, because we are missing.
Let's look at the inside.
I'm sorry, I didn't do that.
Look at that. Wow.
Now that's okay. In my opinion, this is a bit kitsch.
It is exaggerated. Definitely kitsch. But wow. Nevertheless, it's a wow. Look at this.
It's just for the panorama, you see, because I prefer the woods and the mountains to the sea. I prefer the mountains, but
I like the sea as well, but yeah.
A room with a view on that part, okay. A room with a view, it's a room with a view there.
Yeah, yeah. You could play tennis on the roof, look, and go swimming in one of the floors. Wow. And look at the bedrooms. Actually, they're sweet, very luxurious bedrooms.
Yeah.
Wow. What's this? Is it a fountain?
No, but I don't care.
Time
Don't,
lapse.
don't make me dream about holidays.
No, okay. Sorry.
I have to go back to the hard reality tomorrow.
Yes, you're right. Sorry. Okay, so, okay, any other idea for a sentence on this picture? Or on picture number 3, he lit up when he saw his grandparents.
No, when he saw the new video game.
Oh, yeah, probably, yes. Okay, so don't you want to make a sentence? I think, you know, it's easier to memorize the phrasal verbs if you make up your own sentences. That's why I took these pictures. So, does anybody else want to say something?
His face was lit up when he realized that he was chosen for the film The Greatest Show.
Okay, but I would say his face lit up, not was lit up. His face lit up when he realized that he had been chosen for the movie, whatever it was. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Look how happy he looks. What about the child? I really, you know, invite children because they can feel, they can have so deep feelings.
They are spontaneous.
Yes, very spontaneous, and they really, how can I say, live things completely with all themselves, no restraints. So they're incredibly happy, incredibly sad, incredibly, yeah, you know.
The little boy lit up when he first saw the seaside in his life.
Yes. Do you like the sea, Pier
Yes.
Francesco? That's why.
I miss very much.
Yes, me too. To be honest, me too. Yeah.
Every Easter, I used to go on the seaside, and after Easter vacation, I was how do you say,
Relaxed, and yes, me too. For Easter time, we normally went on the seaside, used to go on the seaside, and I felt very much relaxed and, you know, afterwards, and I really miss
This
it.
is the second year I'm not going
Yes,
in
exactly,
Easter.
exactly. But last year, it wasn't so bad for me because just before, during the carnival period, I had spent 5 days in Croatia at the seaside. So even if I didn't have a proper Easter holiday at the seaside, but it's okay because, you know, but this year it was, I'm really looking forward to be able to take my motorhome and go to the seaside again.
You chose the right time. Just
Yes,
a little
by chance.
before all the
Lockdown, exactly. I got the news of the school not opening, you know, after carnival.
We know.
Yes, when I was there in Croatia, and I couldn't believe it. I said, what's happening? And, you know, anyway, let's go on. He always takes it out on her when there are problems. Se la prende sempre con lei, con la povera segretaria quando ci sono dei problemi. Or, suggestions?
Yes, it's true. You always take it on someone else when you're stressed.
You often do it, yes. Yeah.
But I agree with the last one. I normally take out with my computer, and I perfectly know it's a machine, and I perfectly know it's my fault because it is just a machine. Okay,
but nevertheless,
I can't I really
You
get
shout
angry
too.
with that. No, I don't shout, but I would do that.
Computer, I hate you.
I say, stupid thing. I said, don't do that. Why are you doing it?
Yes, me
On the
too.
contrary, stupid thing. I said, do it. Why aren't you doing it?
Exactly, yes.
Adriana is like the man in the third picture.
Yeah,
Exactly, yes. The third picture.
apart from the fact that I don't break the screen because it's expensive, but
Yeah. But yeah,
You stopped before.
metaphorically I do it. Metaphorically, yes.
yes.
He took it out with her when he
On her.
on her, yeah, when he couldn't find the list of his best friend, but it wasn't her fault, but a virus hit the computer.
Okay. Yes, she got a virus on the computer and the list of his best friends was lost. Okay. Right. Anybody else?
I like that I need the translation from my English to the correct English.
No, it's okay. No, your sentence was very good. Yeah.
I would answer. Don't put the blame on me, which is another useful. Don't put
Yes,
the blame on me.
don't
You should have a backup of your
documents. Yes,
backup.
files of all your files. Haven't you got a backup of all your files? It's your fault. Don't you blame me? Don't you take it out on me? Right. But sometimes if he's the boss and she's the secretary, you can't really, I wouldn't mind, but yeah.
Yeah, you see, Maria Pia, just today I used the one, not this picture, but one similar to that, to talk in my class at Terza about stereotypes. Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is a classical stereotype that he is the boss and she is the secretary. Why shouldn't it be the other way around?
Because he's shouting at her.
Yes, in this picture, but okay, you normally, yes, of course, in this picture, like that. But now I'm not criticizing the picture. I'm criticizing the idea because
yes,
pictures like that there is a man who is the boss, obviously, and the woman who is obviously someone else, the secretary.
You're right. You're right. And you know why I realize it very often? I always tell myself, I'm so, how can I say, gender, how can I say, spoiled, because I am doing some Japanese in Duolingo, which is an app. By the way, it's a very good app to learn languages. Anyway, I'm doing some exercises, and in Japanese, there's no difference between, there's no male and female nouns or, objects are, it's all neutral. You can't say, I mean, a friend is neutral, it's all neutral, but there are exercises in which you have to translate from Japanese into English. And I always tend to translate something like, I don't know, his doctor was, and they correct me, no, sorry. I give it for granted that a doctor or, I don't know, an engineer or somebody is a male, and they keep correcting me, saying she, as if it were a woman. So that's very funny because, yes, they tend to translate as a female, not as a male. So
you have the chance to speak Japanese to someone?
Not anymore. That's the problem, I used to speak Japanese every day when I worked as a guide, but I haven't been working for more than 1 year by now. So I really miss it. So I started with this app also to revise the ideograms and so on, because otherwise you forget. And there are exercises in which you have to translate. And I tended to translate, as if it's a man. And on the contrary, the app keeps correcting me as if it's a female. Of course, Japanese is neutral, so you can't say, but when you have to translate, you have to decide, you know? And yeah.
Yes, but the majority of English is neutral, not all, because actor, actress, but if
no, you're right.
If you
but
say doctor,
when you
it's
have,
neutral. Doctor, vet.
yes, you're right. But when you need to put a subject, okay, you can use a they, but it's normally he or she. And I tend to write he, and the app corrects me and says she.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to stir up a racial question. I didn't mean that. Okay, not to stir up something like that. But it is curious. You see, it's curious because we tend to do that. So we are really, I don't know how to say that, but really educated to see things like that.
Exactly,
okay?
exactly.
And it's
exactly.
really difficult for us. And my colleague, the Spanish teacher, find out some very nice pictures. And then when you see a bit of the picture, you imagine a situation gender linked, okay? And you say this is the man and that's the secretary. But when you enlarge the picture, you see that is right the opposite. So it was really fun with the kids to do that, because we are introducing racism, and I want to talk about racism. That was the introducing, because stereotypes are the mother or the father of racism.
Racism, yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Yeah, yes, we were educated, you know, this way. We grew up with these ideas, so it's very difficult to change. Moreover, Italian is a masculine language. Whenever you are in doubt if it's a he or a she, you tend to use a he. For example, you can say, che ne so io, dici ai fratelli. Ok, si può dire ai fratelli o sorelle, però di solito uno dice ai fratelli, no, ok.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But, you use know, masculine in the school. You always say gli alunni, and you intend both.
Exactly. And you mean both female and male. Exactly.
But I don't like either the new idea. You saw that they put the asterisk at the end of the word. I don't like it. I think it's really real. I don't know. I would like to see what they think, what the other teachers think about that. That in my school now, some of the teachers tend to use the neutral, which is to write alun, and at the end you put an asterisk.
The schwan, the sound schwan.
I don't know what, I think it's an asterisk, and it is to be neutral, not to say I or E, alunni or alunne.
Yes, but how can you pronounce it?
I don't know, but anyway, it's horrible to see.
It is, yes. Yes, there's a sound which they called schwan, and it's, I can't find it here. Let's see if it's somewhere here. And it's pronounced like a which is not a not a not a o. It's something between.
But it's not like that. They put an asterisk now.
I have seen, you know, writings with that sound at the back, so that they are not obliged to use male or gender linked.
Well, I don't know what the other women think, but I personally think that is so horrible that I can bear the weight of being, I mean, under the umbrella of alunni, studenti, because it's so horrible like that.
I know, because we're so used to our language. I'd like to have a proper vowel instead of a sound like that. And in time, I mean, it's a good idea to use it. It takes time though, but it could be a good idea, but not such a sound, because it's a strange sound for us. I can't see it here. Anyway, yes. should be here though. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think we should change the final part vowel or part of our words to make it gender neutral, or do you think it's a bad idea? What's your position?
I think in some cases the male is just considered neutral. Is no one might be offended, in my opinion, because
it's something like this.
Maybe
it's something like this, not exactly, but something like this.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, but this is a sound which doesn't exist in Italian. So if you decide, let's put a neutral final to every word, like for example, e, which is not masculine or feminine, it's okay. In time, you get used to say, I don't know, words like, but we also have the problem of the article, because you can say alunne, no, okay, e is not a good choice. Maybe alunnu, but then you also have to say alunnu. Okay, so
that's a cracked up.
yes, yes, it's strange.
On the next convocation for the Collegio Docenti, we talk about lu alunnu.
Lu alunnu. Lu alunnu. Okay, yeah, but yes. As a matter of fact, okay, I think that American people, for example, are really exaggerating on this being fair at all, costs, because they are really losing themselves in stupid things. But at the same times, it's true that the language conveys a way of thinking. And if you have a language like the Italian, in which, the male words are, how can I say, more important than the female words, you also convey the civilization, the way of thinking. So, I don't know.
I agree with you, Maria Pia, that's the point. Because I don't particularly feel offended when I receive a name which is masculine, okay? But it is true that you convey the thinking, and the thinking in Italy is masculine.
Yeah, unfortunately,
but you know,
yes.
there was a polemic on the, you say polemic? Yes, is that correct?
A discussion, I don't know.
An argument, it was an argument.
Yeah, an argument.
Then the la ministra said, I don't like ministra, I want to be called ministro. Do you remember that? It was
yes.
Not long ago, yes. Okay. And
You're
oh
right.
My God, apriti cielo, wow, she's not fair. Why doesn't she want? Okay, why not? Because she intends the function, and the function is ministro, right? Yeah. I mean, for me, it's the same. If you say ministro or ministra, let's agree on the term, and for me, it's the same. But anyway, it is masculine.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I've got an architect. She's a female, and I never know whether to call her Architetto Gabriella or Architetta Gabriella.
That sounds horrible. Oh, come on.
I know, but it's so funny to call her Architetto. And it's not correct to call her architecta.
Next time, next time, architettu. Ready?
Yes, architettu. Yes. Right. Okay. So
last thing, I would like to tell you how I discovered the meaning of get out of. Okay. Sorry. Rimanere senza, my God, Get
Run out
out
of.
of, okay, run out of, okay. I was driving my mom's car. I think I was 18 or 20, I don't remember.
Yeah.
And I went to pick up one of the American students coming for an exchange. Do you remember Up With People? It's a group of musicians and dancers having tour in all Europe, and they are mostly Americans. It was famous in the 90s. So anyway, I was driving my mom's car, which I didn't know, of course, and I went to pick up him at the airport, and I was going back home, and he kept saying to me, "You're running out of gas. You're running out of gas. You're running out of gas." And I didn't know what he meant. So I said, yes, okay. And going on, going.
You have to push.
Ran out of gas in the middle of the motorway. So I learned the phrasal verb.
So you realized that running out of meant.
Yes, never forgot.
The best way to learn something.
Yes. I'm not sure it's the best way, but it's effective for sure. Yes.
You know, I didn't know. I learned my English in England, so I didn't know what gas either was, because in England they say petrol. So I didn't.
Petrol. Yes, I would have called it petrol. Yes.
If I had understood the word gas,
petrol,
maybe I could have realized that something was wrong with the car. But I didn't understand the verb, and I didn't understand the noun, so I didn't understand anything.
And you were driving, so you didn't have time to concentrate on, you know. So yes.
Man thought, and I think he thought, this is really stupid. Okay, that's it.
God.
Funny story, long time ago.
Yeah. When I was 16, I went to England. I insisted for something like half an hour that my cat was green. I confused green with gray. I kept saying green, but I thought gray. And I said, I've got a gray cat and a green cat. And they told me, you have got a green cat. And yes, I've got a green cat. There are no green cats in England. What do you mean? There are plenty of green cats in Italy. Really, plenty. I went on for a long time insisting my dog was green when I really meant gray.
Well, I did something worse, Maria Pia, because when I first went to England, my English was not very good. And so
I was 16. I had just started English.
Because I like cooking, so I want to cook something very special for them. And I said, I want to cook something which is specific on my region. And I said, I'm going to cook for you polenta. It is made with mice. And they were petrified. The people petrified.
The same mistake. I made the same mistake. I said our traditional food was polenta. What is polenta?
Maybe
it's
they were thinking you were from Vicenza. I am from Vicenza.
No, those are cats.
Yeah.
Those are cats, not mice.
Mice is yeah, that's right. Oh, sorry. I was
yes, me too. I said made with mice, and I could hear the choir of mice. Yeah. And so said, no, maybe maize.
Yes, and I said, I turned to corn after that because I saw they were petrified. I said, what did I say?
Yeah, not only, but it was even funnier for me because I had just told them that our traditional food included birds, and they said, birds? Yes, they're delicious, but they're so small. There's nothing to eat. You're right, but they're good all the same.
Well, what is it? I don't know the name. What is it?
Uccellini.
Birds. Sorry, birds. Okay.
Birds, yes. And then I told them we ate horse meat. And then
finally, mice. And they will never think Italian cuisine is good.
Yes, exactly. And yes, I could have invited them to come to Italy, you know, sure that they would never accept.
Okay, right.
Are we coming to Italy to eat horse meat and birds and mice pudding? Oh my God.
With the green cat and
Yes.
green cat in the house.
Yes, with the green cat in the house.
It's a strange
Will be named-
people,
well,
Italian strange
Would
people.
be named ambassador of Italian cuisine.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, well, it happens. I mean,
Maybe.
right. Okay, actually, it's almost 7. We have no time to do the idioms. And that's a real pity because...
Yeah.
Well,
Next lesson. Next lesson.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Are you sharing with us this beautiful list of phrasal
Phrasal
verbs?
verbs? Yes, if you want to. Yes,
please,
yes.
please.
If you don't mind, yes.
No, I'll do it willingly, yes. I also wanted to make a few, these are the representation in images of a famous proverbs, idioms. And I wanted you to make that.
Yeah,
Okay,
the list of
Yeah,
proverbs
next
were
time.
very nice.
next time. Right.
Next time we'll have fun with the idioms. I love idioms. It's
Yeah.
my favorite topic. And false friends, you see, I always go for it with my students, false friends, and that's it. Very nice.
Yeah, some of them are really very nice, and they are very common in speaking. They often use, like we do in Italy, So yeah, next time. Okay, right. Yes, I'm sending you this thing we did today. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I see
Thank
you
Thank you very much
next
indeed.
week. Thank you,
Bye.
Maria Pia.
Bye.
Hello, everyone.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Sola-
Bye.